Big Ronnie saying if you don't watch this guy's YouTube channel, you're making a big mistake.
What is up, everybody? Look at that. Look at that camera. You gotta adjust that a little bit. What's going on there? What's up, everybody? How you doing? Happy Halloween to you all. Hopefully you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. It is, and hopefully you can hear me. Would you let me know? I'm a little worried about all these microphone issues that I've had lately. So hopefully the phone is working and y'all can hear me. Wow, I touched the mic and the camera goes wonky. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, hit that thumbs up button if you would. We got a couple different things I'm going to talk about today. One, kind of go into the history a little bit of Halloween, since it is Halloween. Where did it come from, how it started, and all that stuff. Talk about some of my Halloween past experiences, a little bit of present, what's going on right now, and looking toward the future of Halloween for me and you all. So it should be a lot of fun hanging out. I have something that I'm trying here. I'm hoping as it gets darker outside, the picture looks better, but I have set up a trick-or-treater cam. So check this out right here. Bump up, it's horrible right now because it's light out there. So I'm getting a reflection of the screen. That's the best I can do. I should have went and took the screen off, but yeah, the trick-or-treaters will come up right to the door there. We'll be able to see them outside and be able to see the trick-or-treaters as they come. So we got a trick-or-treater cam going on, but I might just run out there real quick, see if I can take that screen off really fast, so we have a better view of that. Should I do that? I think we should. I think we should. Hang tight here. And so if I have to, I may have during the stream to go hand out some candy as well, because right outside the door here is the front door. If my wife and kids are not on top of things, I might have to go out, hand out some candy. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll do it. Just tell you real quick, we're going to read a little bit from the Witch's Bible. So hopefully Larry's not watching. We're going to read from the Witch's Bible a little bit about Halloween. We're going to talk about, I have some other sources here for history of Halloween. And I did get a card. Hopefully that didn't show too much, from my good buddy Gale. Card and a special item right there. So we're going to talk about those in a little bit. But it is Halloween. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful, wonderful Halloween. No brewskis for me, but I do got my Diet Coke right there. But with that being said, let me see if I can adjust this. I'm going to pull it up right here. You can watch. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to see if I can take this screen off real quick so we get a better view of the trick-or-treaters. Hang on. All right. Yeah. Oh, I think that made a big difference right there, didn't it? You can see the little bench we have out front, and you can see all of it. So we should be able to see the trick-or-treaters when they come up right there. So it should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. We'll watch trick-or-treaters come up, and we'll just take this down for now until one of them shows up. But I can see them down here, and so thought we'd have a little fun. Yeah, no, the door is very close to where I live stream, and that's why when the dogs start barking and stuff, because people are at the door, there's nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. Anyways, as far as talking about movies, things this week, there ain't squat for movies coming out in the next couple weeks. The movie Thanksgiving is coming out, which looks very good. If you haven't seen the trailer for that, Thanksgiving comes out, I believe, November 17th. So we'll be looking forward to that. But that's a couple weeks away. There's nothing in the meantime. So time to catch up on movies. Time to watch some old movies. I have the 2-pack. It's Thanksgiving 1 and Thanksgiving 3, which it's funny because even Fluffy remembered. They mentioned on the box that, oh, sorry, we didn't have the second one. But so Thanksgiving, I've got those I got to watch, getting ready for Thanksgiving. And what other horror movies? If there's any horror movies that you all watch during Thanksgiving time, let me know. I'm beeping over here. Forgot my phone over there. Let's see. Man, I'm going to have to mute this. I might just get blown up with a lot of people saying Happy Halloween. So I'm just going to have to mute that bad boy right there. Just put it right there. But yeah, it's Halloween, and there's a lot going on in my world right now. My daughter left. She actually left home 2 days ago to go to Navy boot camp. And she spent Sunday she got down to San Diego. She had to stay the night in a hotel room to get up very early in the morning to go down to MEPS, which, if you don't know anything about the military, it stands for Military Enlistment Processing Station. And so she had to go down to MEPS yesterday to do another drug test. For girls, they have to do pregnancy tests. And then they have to swear in, do their oath. And so she did that yesterday, and my wife and I got to go down and witness that. And then we got to take her out to dinner afterwards, which all the places in the world that we could have went to, she chose Panda Express, which is very funny because like my wife's dad, who rest in peace, he has passed away, but he was in the Navy. His favorite restaurant was Panda Express. So kind of fitting that my daughter's going in the Navy like her grandpa, and she wanted Panda Express. So we went and had dinner, and then took her back to her hotel room, and we went our separate ways. Today she got up very early this morning, like 3:45, got down to San Diego Airport, and she got on an airplane at like 6 o'clock. And flew back to Chicago. She got to Chicago, I think around 1 o'clock Chicago time. And then she had to wait until about an hour or so ago to get picked up from the airport. They were all at the USO at the airport, which is kind of like a military place for military people, a place to go at the airports, and be taken off to boot camp. And so I'm guessing now, being that it's been about an hour, she is probably actually on the base in boot camp. Anytime now, she's on the base in boot camp. So if she calls me, which they're supposed to call, she's supposed to call my wife. But if she calls me, I may have to take a pause from the video to talk to her for a minute. Because she's supposed to call to let us know that she made it there. And that's last we're going to hear from her for a few weeks. So with all that going on, it was a bit of an emotional emotional weekend for me. And I wasn't sure that I was going to go live. 3-4 hours ago, I was like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. And so I posted something saying I wasn't going to go live. And then after, sitting here thinking about it for a while, and then, I talked to her, text back and forth with her a little bit. And then I was like, you know what, I should do this. We should go live. We should. And so here we are, we're live streaming on Halloween, and that's kind of cool. First time ever that I've live streamed on Halloween. Typically I'm out doing things, handing out candy. We'll have like a bonfire out in the driveway, hand out candy to kids, trick-or-treating down the street. Or different things, going places or whatever, but never have I done a live stream before. So here we go. So what are y'all doing? Yeah, I see we got a few people watching, hanging out. I don't expect a huge crowd because I think a lot of people will be out doing trick-or-treating or, with their kids or having, parties or wherever. So how did you all celebrate? What are you all, or how will you be all celebrating Halloween? You got some horror movies lined up this evening. What's the plans? Very curious. Let me know. Yeah, so daughter took off. It was kind of a bummer for me. It was very tough to deal with and accept that. So it kind of put me in a bummer of a mood. But we gotta do it, man. We gotta celebrate Halloween. We gotta do it. So here I am, and I'm trying to pull this thing up, which this is my thing here is being slow. But let's talk about Halloween a little bit. Well, maybe first, let's say hello to everybody. Let's just say hello to those of you in the chat here, and then we'll go to the little thing I got about Halloween here. Let's see here. Boy, we got a lot of comments already. Sorry, I've missed everybody. Gale's in the house. What up? Found my Dom Post Michael Myers mask. Haven't seen it for 10 years. Very happy now. Nice. And also watching 78, then 2018, then Hocus Pocus. Good selections right there, Gale. Very good selections. TC, yeah. No, I know. I was wavering. I was going back and forth. Joe, what's up, Joe? How you doing? And House of G Fam, what's going on? Tech 360 Gamer, what's up? TC, OGP's daughter, for her service. I hope she has a blast. I hope so too. Thank you for that, TC. And let's see here. Happy Halloween, peeps, and especially OGP. Well, thank you, Wicked Network. Happy Halloween to you as well. Gale, I did get the Halloween gift. It's right here. I read your letter and everything, your card, and we'll talk about that here in just a moment. Antonis, how you doing? Yes, best holiday of the year. Very fun here. Michael McNally, what's up? Brian Sanchez, look at this. All the legends coming through here tonight. Very cool. Oh, Fluffy Gamer. The Fluffy Gamer's in the house. What's up, Fluffy Gamer? And let's see here. Y'all can hear me good. Okay, getting through that. Wicked Network is on his way to get a cold brewski. Decent. Very nice. I can't believe, I know, right? This year, the whole year is flying by. And yeah, we've got just a few hours left of October. Craziness. Where can I get the Witch's Bible book for Xmas gift? I think you may be able to purchase this on Amazon even. I got this in Salem, Massachusetts. So unless you're in Salem, down there at downtown Salem, where all the bookstores and everything are, I would look on Amazon. Will probably be your best bet to get this. But it's a Witch's Bible, the complete Witch's Handbook. Very interesting stuff inside of there. Some very interesting reading. Let's see here. Major Reeves, what's up? Happy Halloween to you. I always watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles for Thanksgiving. Good call, Antonis. Very nice. Fluffy Gamer is a zombie that likes turtles for Halloween, and Fluffy and his turtles can suck it. That's all I gotta say about turtles. I'm not a big fan of turtles. Not a real big fan. Except for the turtles that are in Cannibal Holocaust. How about them turtles, Fluff? Do you like them turtles in Cannibal Holocaust? Let's see. Well, and thank you for that, Antonis. It's already snowing in Chicago. I know. It's crazy. My daughter was saying that when they landed, it was snowing, and I was like, ugh. But looking at the weather, it's supposed to warm up a little bit over the next few days. So hopefully that snow kind of blows by, and then they don't have to deal with that. Let's see here. Kevin T, what up? Daniel Solano, what's up? Happy Halloween from Costa Rica. Decent. Well, and thank you very much for that, Daniel. Appreciate that. OGP must be dealing with a roller coaster of emotions right now, but I know you're a proud papa. I am, very much, and you're 100% right. It is, very much roller coaster of emotions going on right now. Very much so. My father was in the Navy back in the early 50s. Wow, very cool. Yeah, you know what? I come from a big military family, big military family, and anybody who has the courage to sign up and serve, kudos to them. A very, very honorable thing to do. Rest in peace, Steve Riley, drummer from LA Guns. Oh, no way. Very crazy. Brian, that sucks. Bummer. I had not heard about that. Of course, and somebody commented up here. Let me get back up here. About the rest in peace post. I saw somebody. Yes, Wicked Network was one. Matthew Perry. Yes, very sad. Chandler from Friends. They found him submerged in his jacuzzi out back. They're thinking drowning, possibility that it was maybe he had a heart attack or something, just passed away, and didn't find any drugs on his property or anything. So we're hoping that's not the case. Maybe his body just gave out. Richard Roundtree and Richard Mull, man, Bull from Night Court. Night Court, one of my all-time favorite comedy TV shows. Very sad to hear his passing, although he was 80 years old. You know, you get to 80, you're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good. So that's what I heard, that these days the military is very much a family thing. Yeah, you know, because I think for me, once you realize the benefits of the military, if you have kids that are, you know, like my son is doing really well in college. Maybe the military is for him, maybe it's not. My other daughter is in college. And then it was my middle daughter that my middle child that was college wasn't for her. So it was kind of like, okay, well, what's she going to do with her life? The idea that she can go in at, like, you know, if you go in the military, 18, 19, 20 years old, do 20 years, you could retire and have a paycheck for the rest of your life. Healthcare, medical, dental, vision care for the rest of your life. At 38 years old, 39, 40, depending on how old you are when you go in, you could have a second career. You could go back to college and do whatever you want. So it's, you know, 38, 39 years old. For some of you, like Antonis, who's like only 25, it will seem like really old, but time goes by so fast. And then, you know, you're 40 years old, and the rest of your life, you have a paycheck. I have a couple cousins who retired in their early 40s, and, you know, they can go do whatever they want for the rest of their lives and double their income, you know, get a second check. So it is a good thing. It is a real good thing. You know, if you have, you know, if your family's really wealthy or whatever and can set you up with a good gig, maybe the military is not for you, but, you know, military is a very, very good option for a lot of people. And it's not as scary or dangerous as a lot of people think. You know, maybe you don't want to be in the infantry in the Marine Corps, but, you know, there's a lot of things you could do in the military that are just kind of supporting roles that are not, you're not necessarily labeled a bullet blocker like military, you know, like Marine infantry. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm excited for her. I'm proud of her, and you know, can't wait to see her and hear her stories from boot camp. What's your go-to Halloween movie for Halloween night? I don't know that I have a go-to, but definitely one I was going to put on earlier. I was sitting here and I was like, I'm not going to do the live stream. I'm done. I can't. I'm not emotionally up to it today. And I was about to put on, you know, the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, because that's like, if I'm going to watch one thing for Halloween that's not like a die-hard, like really hardcore horror movie, it's going to be Charlie Brown, the Great Pumpkin. So, yeah, I was going to put that on, and that's when I was kind of like, you know, chatting with my daughter a bit, and then I decided, you know what, I am going to do the live stream. I am going to do it. So, you know, that's that would be one that I'm going to go to. And then after that, I have yet to watch When Evil Lurks, but that's out. Fat Samurai Guy says phenomenal. So I'm going to watch When Evil Lurks later tonight. That'll be my two that I'm going to go to tonight for sure there. So again, let's just show everybody here. Nothing yet, no action yet, but we do have the trick-or-treater cam waiting for trick-or-treaters to come up. We will be watching once they come and start going. It's, of course, it's still broad daylight. It's 5:20. You know, we're going to get a younger crowd. You know, the little kids come out when it's still kind of light. So we should be getting some of them before too long. But hopefully before we end the video tonight here, hopefully we do get some trick-or-treaters coming. I think that would be a lot of fun to see some you know, trick-or-treaters show up and get to see their costumes and stuff. So there we go. And typically we get a lot of trick-or-treaters. There's been a year or two where we didn't get much, but typically the area I live in gets a lot of trick-or-treaters. So that's that is that. But now let me put on, let's see if I got a little like kind of Halloween theme-ish music or something here. Let's try not to blow out everybody's ears, but what about this one? This one, I feel like this song here kind of reminds me like of a John Carpenter movie. So maybe I'll go with this. We'll go with this song right here. Turn that volume down a little bit. You can hear it, but not too overpowering or anything. while I read this, I found this on the internet, and this was pretty interesting because I was kind of looking up like things to talk about, for Halloween, like kind of like go over like the history of Halloween or tell stories about Halloween and stuff. So I thought we'd start with this right here. But look at this, Steve Mares, what's up? Happy Halloween to you, sir. And the Shadowless Man, what's up? Happy Halloween to you. Yes, man, thanks everybody for dropping in, hanging out. But let's take a look at this. I don't know that I can pull, maybe I can pull this up. Let me see if I can pull this up and then kind of read over it together here. Maybe let's see here. Shrink that. Let's see how this looks. Here we go. So I found this on the internet, and it says Halloween is a holiday celebrated each year on October 31st, and Halloween 2023 will occur on Tuesday, October 31st, which is of course today. So they are not incorrect. They are very much correct about that so far. Turn the music down a little bit more. The tradition originated with the ancient Celtic festival of, and this is, it looks like Samhain, but I've learned that it's like Samhain, I think is how you pronounce it, Samhain, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. In the 8th century, so long time ago, we're talking like 1400 years ago. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as a time to honor All Saints. Soon, All Saints Day incorporated some of the traditions of Samhain, how do you say that? The evening before was known as All Hallows Eve. That's why we say All Hallows Eve, because tomorrow would be All Saints Day, and so they've called it All Hallows Eve today because tomorrow is All Saints Day. Over time, Halloween evolved into a day of activities like trick-or-treating, carving jack-o'-lanterns, festive gatherings, donning costumes, and eating treats. So that's it. So there it is. Halloween goes all the way back to the 8th century. So we're talking something that's like, like 13, 14, 1500 years old. Craziness to think that it's people haven't been trick-or-treating that long, but it is just a thing that's been going on for that long. But let's take a look at this one now. So here you go. So it looks like Samhain, but you can see a Gaelic word pronounced Samhain. So Samhain is a pagan religious festival originating from an ancient Celtic spiritual tradition. It is usually celebrated from October 31st to November 1st to welcome in the harvest and usher in the dark half of the year. Celebrants believe that the barriers between the physical world and the spirit world break down during Samhain, allowing more interaction between humans and denizens of the other world, as in meaning like the deceased, the people that are no longer with us. So man, this goes way back. And reading here a little bit more from the Witch's Bible, where it says Samhain, the Halloween Great Sabbath, celebrated on 31 October. In Celtic tradition, it is the start of the new year and also of winter. Beltane, if that's how you say it, being the beginning of Beltane being the beginning of summer. So you got Samhain is the beginning of winter, Beltane is the beginning of summer. The pastoral Celts only recognized 2 seasons, so they only had summer and winter. They didn't have a fall or spring. Samhain is particularly associated with the contacting of dead friends. The origin of the words seem uncertain, though it may relate to the Gaelic verb Samhain, which means to quiet down or become silent. So very interesting stuff. And we could read a lot from this, but I just thought I would go with the definitions of Samhain from the Witch's Bible there, and a couple things that I pulled off of the internet as far as, the history and the backstory of Halloween. So, I think it's always kind of interesting to learn, more about holidays, why we celebrate them the way we do, how things got to be the way they are. And, and maybe how we're supposed to celebrate them if we're doing it wrong or whatever. So it's always interesting to look back at that stuff. Look at this Fonzie818. What's up, Fonzie? How you doing? Let's see. Gale, listening to Werewolf of London and Blue Moon by Marshalls. Okay, very cool. Oh, are you talking the music I'm playing, or you've got some stuff going? My fault. I'm not following you there a little bit, Gale. I apologize. But so that's what, like, deep history of Halloween. There's some of that. The present day Halloween for me is hanging out with you all, number one. And of course, all October, watched a bunch of horror movies and just different movies in general, and got ready for my daughter leaving. And so it is, and I was sick for a couple weeks, so that really dampened my my season. It really took away. I didn't get to go, and I didn't go to any haunts this year. No haunts. Just 2 weekends in October I missed events because of being sick, and so that just killed everything. This weekend I wanted to spend with my daughter. So if you've been messaging me and I haven't responded, please understand. My focus was on my family this weekend. As my daughter has gone on to boot camp now. So it's been a different type of October for me, but I'm happy for my daughter, and hopefully she has a great experience, get some great memories from going to boot camp. She's going to miss Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. She's going to be in boot camp for all 4 of those holidays. So very, very crazy thought, for her to be gone for all those. So it's different for me, because she's always, this daughter, she's always been very involved with us, active, family, doing things. Like when we would hang out outside, handing out candy, she would always be out there with us. So not having her tonight, here at the house kind of sucks. But, she is doing things to better her life, and that's very important. So I'm happy and proud of her. So that's the current Halloween. And then looking forward to the future Halloweens, man, every single Halloween for the rest of my life, and I'm sure for my daughter and my wife as well, Halloween, we're going to think that was the day our daughter went to boot camp in the Navy. It's crazy. Just crazy. Every single Halloween. Like, how can you forget that? Something that major of a moment in life. How would you forget that? You won't. And so it's just something that every Halloween moving forward I will be thinking about, and hopefully every Halloween moving forward we'll be able to see her, spend time with her, or at least if she's in a different place, if she gets stationed somewhere else that's not local, at least we could FaceTime with her or whatever and see her one way or another. But not tonight. She's first day of boot camp tonight, so very, very crazy. Very crazy. But my hope and my goal for next year specifically is to be back out at it, doing more of the events. If assuming John Carpenter does another signing at Golden Apple, I will go next year. And maybe Son of Monster Palooza, or I'm guessing, late September. We're probably going to have early October, whenever that falls. We're probably going to have Creepie Aftermath. There's just always a lot of events this time of year in the fall, in the end of summer and the fall. So hopefully next year I'll be doing a lot more of that stuff again, and not be sick, and then not be preparing for my daughter to leave. So that'll be next year. But man, every single year, how could you forget something like that? But speaking of Creepie Con, I do want to mention, I have noted down below here in the scroll, Creepie Con, their tickets went on sale today at 10 a.m. on the West Coast this morning, 1 p.m. on the East Coast. If you're thinking about going to Creepie Con in February, buy your tickets, get the VIPs if you can afford it, if you think you might be able to go multiple days. They will sell out. They've sold out every single time. I really recommend it. It is now my favorite convention. I'm not just saying that because Nick is such a good dude. It is. It's a really cool, fun convention. And I'm not going to sit here and say why, differences and things and what I may or may not like about other conventions. But I just love that convention. It feels like you just feel comfortable there. Everybody is just cool, fun, great people. I just really enjoy it. So definitely recommend. There's always, the link is down below. I always have it. It's one of those, like down below, I always have links for Fluffy. I have links for Web Movie 1, for Cinestalker, for Creepie, for Fearsome Figures, Days of the Dead. A few of the things that I love, there's always links down there for. So don't wait around. Get your tickets if you're thinking about going to that. Let's see here. I'm watching Trick, $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. Yeah, nice. Hey, the movie Trick. Well, my teaser over there. I can't get it. But Mario, hopefully you enjoyed that, and happy Halloween to you. Thelma, sorry, OGP. I hope you will feel better soon. Well, no, and thank you, Thelma. Thank you very much for that. It is, it's just emotional. I'm not sick or anything right now. I don't know that I'm still 100% back from when I was sick, but I'm getting there. But, the dealing with, my daughter leaving home, it's a bummer. It's definitely a bummer, but thank you, Thelma. Thelma, I appreciate that. Trick's good movie. Like it. Yeah. And I'd have to go look at it to remember if I've watched it yet or not, but I know I have it, and I think I've seen it. I'm pretty sure I enjoyed it. Jam and Music Man, what's up? Happy Halloween to you. Look at this Wicked Network saying what's up to Fonzie. And Fonzie, hopefully Wetland wasn't too insubordinate today. Shadowless Man, watch Cocaine Bear today, but think I had too high hopes for it, but was cool that the Norwegian actor from Game of Thrones got 2 scenes in it. Yeah, and obviously, and that's cool. I'm sure, yeah, that was cool for you, definitely. But I was not a big fan of the movie. It was very much a letdown from the potential. The story was goofy. I thought they could have done so much better with the cast. Everything was so, set up for success, and the story was just so wonky and goofy. There were some really fun scenes though, like that ambulance scene and stuff was just hysterical. It definitely was a bummer compared to what we expected, but at least it wasn't as bad as Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. That probably was the stinker of the year right there. So, sorry you had suffered through that, but man, speaking of Norwegian actors, I'm not sure is Sisu, was that Norwegian? Shadows Man? I think it is, right? But I watched Sisu not too long ago. Finally got around to it. It took me forever to get to it. But wow, what a phenomenal movie. If you guys haven't seen Sisu yet, it's available. I think it's on Stars, either Stars or HBO or Max, one of those. I think it's on Stars though. But Sisu is so good. Like absolutely amazing movie. Just so much fun. Pam Punk, what up? Happy Halloween to you as well. How weird, what's up? OGB, tomorrow is my birthday. And get this, my gift, my fiance and I finally got an apartment. No way, nice. How weird. That is awesome. Very cool. Congrats to you. Moving in tomorrow. Hopefully you got some help to get you all in and settled and everything. That is awesome. Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, and hopefully the ghosts and the ghouls and the demons stay today, and tomorrow the saints are with you, supporting and helping you with a nice smooth transition into your new place there. So very cool, Howard. Very, very cool. Let's take a look outside. Let's see here. Yep, no trick-or-treaters yet, but and so if you see in the reflection in the glass, I didn't want to put up like, them looking at themselves and like being, wow, what's this creeper doing, videotaping me or whatever. But I put up a image that just says Happy Halloween on it. So when they come up to the door, they'll see like a Happy Halloween image there. So if you see that reflection there, but no trick-or-treaters yet. We probably would have heard some dogs barking. Although the dogs are supposed to be put away in the back of the house. We'll see if that's the case. We'll see once somebody shows up. But nothing yet. And right outside the door here, you got a big old bowl of candy to give out to everybody. It's like kind of like a purple bowl with like witches and jack-o'-lanterns and stuff around it. So it's like a Halloween bowl, all filled with candy, ready to give out as soon as they start coming. But again, it's 5:37 now. We're still a little early in the evening, a little early. I'm surprised we haven't had any little kids yet, though. Kind of surprised. But I'm sure we'll get some of the bigger kids before too long here. So we will check back in with the trick-or-treater cam in just a little bit when we see somebody show up there. But everybody, cheers to you with my Diet Coke here. The band is helping me move. Nice. Buying them pizza. Decent. Hey, but that's what friends are for, man. That is what friends are for. That's what we do. We help each other any chance we get. So that's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, Sisu is finished. That's right. But we have some good war films made here in Norway too. Nice. Shadowman, very cool. Yeah, if you think of anything that I should totally watch, definitely let me know. I'd love to check that out. But yeah, once we're done here tonight, I'm gonna watch When Evil Lurks. Not When Balzer Lurks, but When Evil Lurks. Gonna watch that, and probably it's only a half hour long, so the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. That's a can't miss for me. Gotta watch that one. So those will be the two that I'm checking out tonight. But yeah, looking at movies coming up, I already kind of mentioned it, but there's not much in the way of movies coming up in the near future. We got to wait all the way until I think 17th, until Thanksgiving comes out. But this past week, Five Nights at Freddy's came out. And so I think we should talk about this a little bit. I did put up a review of Five Nights at Freddy's. And, you could check that out. The link is somewhere on the channel here. You can find it. But Five Nights at Freddy's, really special movie for me, being was the last time I got to go to the theater with my daughter before she took off for boot camp. And we enjoyed the movie. Was it the best movie ever? No. But it was fun. And that's really what I wanted out of it. I didn't expect it to be a masterpiece. I just wanted it to be fun. I wish it was a little more gory. I wish it was a little more violent, and maybe push that rated PG-13 up to an R. But I understand for the audience, the target audience, you're better off having the PG-13 rating. There was a lot of kids in the audience, a lot. And I say kids, I'm talking, like groups of kids, like boys that were probably, 13, 14 years old to 15 years old or whatever. A lot of groups of them, younger kids with their parents, maybe 8, 9, 10 years old. And then, a few like couples older, in their 20s, 30s or whatever. They're watching it. And then I was there with my daughter. And but the theater was packed. I have not seen that theater that packed. I'm not even kidding. Since Top Gun, since I saw the premiere of Top Gun there, that theater was absolutely packed. And it was a rowdy crowd, which kind of expected. A video game movie, younger crowd, you're going to expect a little rowdiness. But it was fun. Kind of sometimes being in atmospheres like that is kind of fun. Typically, I'm not a big fan of that stuff. Like just shut up and let me watch my movie. But it worked for that movie. It worked. It was fine. The movie was decent. It wasn't bad. And here's the thing. I don't know squat about that video game. I've never played it. I've never seen it being played. I don't know any of the YouTubers or Twitch streamers or anybody that play it. Just didn't know anything about it. So looking at it just straight at face value, just going in the door, not knowing anything about it, it gave me a clear reason why. There's a guy who's struggling to pay his bills, and his parents passed away, and he's got his little sister with him. You learn a little bit about him, and then him struggling to pay his bills, looking for a job, and then we meet Matthew, which I forget his name, but Matthew Lillard's character. We get to meet him. which was very, very cool seeing Matthew Lillard in this movie, who, you know, we all know from Scream franchise, many other things. But he was great. And then we kind of see this guy go get the job as a security guard at Freddy's, and then like all hell break loose. And then we understand how and why he has to kind of resolve, you know, what's going on. So there's a clear arc. I get it. You know, like not knowing anything about the movie, I don't know if it's all right, if they did things correctly in line with the video game. But as far as the movie goes, I thought it was fine. If that wasn't related to a video game at all, I would have been okay with it either way. So it was good. If you have not seen Five Nights at Freddy's, check it out. Even whether you watch it at home, whether you go to the theaters. If you go to the theaters and watch it, I don't think you'll be mad. You know, like, so Sexy Sumo, I know, was not a big fan of it. But I thought it was okay. I really did. You know, to each their own. People are going to disagree on movies, but Five Nights at Freddy's, I thought it was pretty good. And has anybody else seen it? If you have, let me know. What did Cinderella... Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Way up dude in the house. What did Cinderella do when she got to the ball? She gagged. You let that one digest for a minute. If you don't get it, let it digest for a minute. Hysterical way up, dude. Hysterical. Can't wait till you party with Cinestalker. New pad with the crew. Best drinking tag team. Well, thank you very much, Wicked. No, I love hanging out with Cinestalker. He is my man. I have so much fun with him when we're drinking and hanging out. I cannot wait to get down there. I would have been down there this weekend, I'm sure, if it wasn't for the fact that my daughter was leaving. So maybe within the next week or so, hopefully I'll be able to get down there and hang out with them and have a few brewskis. Cannot wait. I cannot wait to get down there. There's a new one on Netflix now called Campin' on Narvik. Okay. A story about a soldier from the northern parts of Norway during World War II. Okay, very cool. Very cool on Netflix. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I've been searching Netflix recently, and there hasn't been anything that's excited me, but I will definitely look for that. And the 12 Man on Netflix is a good one. Nice. Okay, very cool. I will check that out for sure. Thanks, Shadowless. Appreciate that. Another live look at the trick-or-treater camp. Still nobody. What's going on? This is going to be hysterical if we get no trick-or-treaters tonight. We're like, come on, we've got to get some trick-or-treaters. It's got to happen. I got my shirt ready. You know, ready to go out and hand out some candy if you know, my wife or daughter, or son don't hand it out. I'll go do that. But you know, hey, got to get the trick-or-treaters first. So we'll see. We'll check back in there in a little bit. But yeah, we talked about Five Nights at Freddy's. Also, if you're looking for a movie to watch tonight and you haven't, let me rub the cocaine off the bottom of my nose here. If you have not seen this yet, Dark Harvest, totally recommend Dark Harvest. It is a good movie. It is a Halloween appropriate movie. So the story takes place on Halloween. So definitely recommend Dark Harvest. If you've not seen that yet, it is a good one. Could it be better? Yes. Is it a good Halloween movie? Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. So Dark Harvest, worth the watch for sure. And you watch that on Amazon. And then here's what I'm going to watch: When Evil Lurks. This is it. So, and not When Balzer Lurks, but When Evil Lurks. So that's what I'm going to be checking out tonight. That's what's going on. In the world of physical media this week, there's a bunch of titles coming out. And maybe I'll just see if I can pull up this page here and we can kind of scroll through and look at those together on Blu-ray.com. I didn't, because of wavering and going back and forth whether I was actually going to do the live stream or not, I didn't put together anything as far as like the movies that are coming out and stuff. But let's see if we can make this smaller. Whoa, too small. And let's see if we can leave it like that. See if I can add this here. There we go. And voila. We got some Best Buy ads. Oh no, PayPal ads. Those are PayPal ads. They're not singing or dancing or talking to us, so we can leave those. So Fargo, 1996 movie, funny movie. Really enjoyed that movie. Coming out on 4K this week. A Witness with Harrison Ford getting a 4K release. American Graffiti and Scrooged. So some great old school titles, Trading Places, a lot of them getting 4K releases. Black Hawk Down getting a 4K release, very cool. And Violent Night getting a 4K. And this is what I knew. Like when they released it on Blu-ray a while back, it's like, don't buy it. Don't buy it. They're gonna release it on 4K. So I knew that. So, but honestly, Violent Night, it was a good movie. My nose is like really, really itchy right now. I got some dry skin going. I think the weather's changing. Violent Night was okay, but I don't know. I don't know if that's one I'll ever watch again. Like it was pretty long for what it was, and I don't know. Like it was okay, but it didn't blow my socks off like some other movies did. Horror Christmas movies and stuff. So Gran Turismo getting a 4K release, and some old school Marx Brothers movies, and Scarface getting a 4K. It looks like Steelbook. Clerks 1 through 3 premium box set. That's worth clicking on right there. Let's take a look at that. $129 is not worth $120. I don't care who you are. Don't care who you are. $129 for Clerks. I just no. No. Let's see if it says what it includes. Clerks 1 through 3. I'm not seeing like t-shirts or $100 bills or anything else in there that would make me, want to go buy that. Like autographed posters. I just don't know. I can't imagine what would possess somebody to want to buy the 3 Clerks movies for $130. No, not a chance. Wow. Interesting. That's very interesting. And let's see what else we got going on here. So Picard Legacy. So Star Trek Picard Legacy. So I wonder what maybe that, because it's 87 through 2023. So Picard Legacy, you get, okay, so all of the Star Trek Next Generation, and then it looks like the movies that he was in, plus the 3 seasons of the show Picard. So if you're a big Star Trek fan, that's kind of cool. However, $200 for that. $200. I'm good. A cool collection, but I am good. Looks like Casino getting a Blu-ray. Remastered edition of Casino. I was like, I thought Casino already had a Blu-ray. Let's see what else we got going on that's kind of cool here. The Jester, never heard of that one. Came out this year. Deep Fear, Admirer. So a bunch of different stuff coming out. But nothing that is screaming for me to go buy. If anything, if I was like, okay, I have to buy something this week, it might be Fargo on 4K. That might be Fargo. That might have been the way I go. But I'm not big into collecting comedies. I'm more of a horror movie collector. So let's see here. Sorry, I meant to write in English for the first movie. It will be Battle of Narvik. Oh, that's all good. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. There you go. At least you learned some Norwegian as bonus. Yeah, there it is. So is Kampen, and so there's probably like an accent or pronouncing the letters differently. But Kampen, I would guess, would be battle, and then let's see. So Battle of Narvik. So would be of. So yeah, there you go. Learn a little Norwegian. There we go. You never know. You're gonna learn something every day. You never know what you're gonna learn. We click on OGP being live. So that's that. But the ads for the hats. I know, right? I know the ads for the hats. And it's funny because I'm wearing one. That's why I went and bought them. But yeah, if you missed it, I told the story when I got the hat. I ordered it. Fair price, not a bad price. I like the hat. Fits well. It's comfortable. It's well made. But their shipping policies really irked me. And so I bitched them out a little bit. A little premature with the bitching out, but they should understand that I was confused and frustrated as a customer, and they should do something to improve their shipping policy. So hopefully they make that a little bit better, and so people don't get stressed out when they're thinking they paid for quick shipping and it's going to take 10 or 11 days to get it. So, but overall, I'm happy with the hat. Looked pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a Halloween theme. It's like black, gray, mostly gray, but like a little bit of black and a little bit of orange in there. I'm digging it. I'm liking the hat. It's looking pretty good. I'm liking it. But yeah, now everywhere I go, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere I go, stupid ads for these hats. But that's what happens. You buy something once, and man, they spam you with it. They really, really do. But physical media, the theatrical movies, not a whole lot going on. But we can take a look, and I always forget, so I'm going to look on Letterboxd here at my diary, which the link is down below for that too as well if you're interested in seeing the movies. I've kind of given up on putting long reviews in there. I kind of just score the movies and maybe put a quick comment or something in there. But I do try and keep track of the movies I watch on Letterboxd. Just helps me remember what I've watched if somebody asks or something, if the title doesn't ring a bell. But I watched with my daughter after we got home from watching Five Nights at Freddy's, and I mentioned in the review that we watched something else. So we got home from the theater from watching Five Nights at Freddy's, which I gave a 7 out of 10. So on Letterboxd, it's a 3.5. We watched when we got home it's Pokemon Detective Pikachu movie with Ryan Reynolds, where Ryan Reynolds plays the voice of Pikachu. It was a fun movie. It's a live action Pokemon movie, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. You cannot expect something like a masterpiece, but it was fun. It was funny. There was a lot of laugh out loud moments. Me and my daughter really enjoyed it. Again, I also gave that a 7 out of 10 for what it is. It was pretty fun. So if you're into Pokemon at all and you haven't seen Detective Pikachu, I would check it out. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And then the other night, the Fluffy Gunny came up to the house, and I introduced my daughter and Fluffy to the movie Ready or Not. And it is somewhere around here. I can't grab it right now. But man, Ready or Not, if you have not seen that, it is absolutely amazing. I gave it 5 stars. Master Chaos gave it 5 stars. I'm trying to see who else that I follow that's also seen it, ranked it really high. I don't know who these people are based on their pictures. But Master Chaos and I both have given it 5 stars. Ready or Not is a phenomenal movie. With Samara Weaving, and she's in Mayhem. She's in the new Scream movie, Scream 6, the very beginning, the opening scene. She's just a phenomenal actress, and she does such a great job in Ready or Not. So highly recommend that if you have not seen Ready or Not. And then watch Cobweb. And I didn't know much about Cobweb going in. I heard a dog bark. Let's check in. Not seen anybody yet. Maybe there's, the dog's got that great hearing. Maybe there's somebody walking down the street, which you can't see the street out here in this angle. I wanted to get more of the kids kind of at the door there. But I'm not seeing anybody yet. But I'm hearing the dogs. I heard a little roof. So, nope, not seeing it. So we'll take that down for now. But we have, if you're just jumping in, we have the trick-or-treater cam when the trick-or-treaters come up to the door, whether I have to go out and give them candy or one of the other family members goes and hooks them up. There it is. We'll be able to see the trick-or-treaters come up in their costumes. So excited for that whenever it happens. It's just coming up on 6 o'clock right now. Still daylight outside, so give it some time and it should happen. Eric Medina, what's up? Happy Halloween to you. Sisu is a great movie. Yes, Gale is a very good movie. Oh, Speaking of Gale, I do have to do something before we move on. Before we go any further down the list here, I did enjoy Ready or Not a bit more than I expected to. But yeah, and that's what we went in not knowing. I went and saw it with the Fat Samurai guy, and we saw a matinee of it, and we were hoping it was going to be fun, and our socks were blown off. We absolutely loved it. But yes. So Gale sent me a Halloween gift, and this is very cool of Gale. And I have a package from one of you lovely folks. I do have a package that Web Movie One's picked up from the PO box that I have to go get. So I will be getting that very soon, opening that for you on a video coming up very soon. But Gale sent this lovely card here. I love this. Thinking of you this Halloween, and for not to like out Gale or for his privacy or whatever. I'm not going to read the entire thing what he said here, but the card says, "Hoping that you're enjoying a bright and colorful autumn, and wishing you a happy Halloween." And Gale, thank you very much for this. This is really cool, really cool. I love this when somebody takes time to send a card to express their thoughts, anything. I absolutely love it. This is very cool. So we're gonna put this. Maybe we'll put it right up here for right now. Let's see here.
Someone was detected at your front door.
Here we go. Somebody's detected at the front door. I don't see anybody though. Maybe it was the cat. Sometimes the cat comes to the front door and nothing, and it sets off the motion detector on those. But I'm not seeing any parents or anything down at the driveway. So nope, false alarm right there. No trick-or-treaters yet. But with that, Gale, you absolutely rock. This is so cool. I've not seen this, and I definitely cannot wait to check this out. And I did not want to watch it until I talked about it here. The Devonsville Terror right here. Look at this. And this is a Vinegar Syndrome release. This is very cool, man. Absolutely love this. I'm so excited to check this out. And maybe I'll check this out tonight as well. Let's see here. Nearly 300 years ago, the residents of Devonsville tortured and murdered a trio of women suspected of witchcraft. However, as they burned, the condemned women swore vengeance from beyond the grave. Oh, I have to watch this tonight. I have to. Tell you what, Gale, I will watch this tonight. I will shoot a movie review, and I will put up a movie review for this very soon. Very soon. I have an out and about video. I actually went out movie hunting and stuff that is going to come out soon as well. But Devonsville Terror, I'll put this up first. Maybe I'll try and edit this, edit this, and I'll try and get this up tomorrow night. I'll try and put this up by tomorrow night for you. But Devonsville Terror, very cool. Hadn't anybody else seen this? Look at that. So cool. Gonna definitely be checking this out tonight. Very cool. And I hadn't even read the back to know what it's about. So thank you so much for this, Gale. This is absolutely awesome. Thank you. This is really cool. I will check this out tonight, and we'll get a review up very soon. Best Cam Live when the neighbors chaos with the robot knocking out the door. No, that was very cool. And so there's another story about that. The house across the street where they had to bring the robot and rip the door off and all that craziness. Oh, here we go. Look at this. What's going on here? We got it. Is that our first trick-or-treater? That's it. It looks like we got a little bit older trick-or-treater here. Nobody put the dog away like they were supposed to. Oh, and there's the younger trick-or-treater over there. Oh, the little one and the bigger one. That's cool. You got to go out. The little kids got to go out and tag team. Very cool. Yes, nice. Was that Ghostface? Awesome. There you go. We got our first trick-or-treaters tonight. Very cool. That's awesome. Love that. Absolutely love that. Very cool. So it looked like it maybe a little Ghostface and a big Ghostface. Very cool. So there we go. Got a couple trick-or-treaters already. And we'll take that down for now. But yeah, the house across the street, they're gone now. Those people are long gone. But before they left, I guess technically she had left, and the house was technically auctioned off, and whoever bought the house started growing weed in it. They set it all up and they started growing weed. And the way the police found out that they were growing weed in this house was because their electricity bill shot up through the roof, like way higher than anybody else's in the neighborhood. So when that stuff happens, that's how these illegal pot grows get busted. They see it in the electricity bill. So the police found out and busted it. And You know, whoever bought the house at auction, they've lost the house now. So now the house is sitting there empty. And hopefully, because I mean, man, I live in a quiet, peaceful neighborhood. We don't need drug houses. We don't need crazy boyfriends getting kicked out with knives, threatening to kill themselves. We don't need any of this stuff. But yeah, it was a crazy day. But when they busted the pot grow, I was not home, but my wife was, and they had the SWAT team out and everything again. So my wife and the next door neighbor were out there watching them, kind of talking about it and stuff. But I didn't get to do a live stream for that one, or else I would have. I would 100% been doing a live stream, but I did not get to be here for that one. I did end up watching that video some time ago. I was laughing while watching. Yeah, it's hysterical. It's so crazy that happened like right across the street there. Just very, very crazy. Anyways, once again, thank you so much to Gale for sending this. I will be checking this out, and I will be putting up a review like tomorrow night. We'll be getting that up there very, very soon after I check this out tonight. So thank you very much to Gale for that. And then let's we'll pivot back now to the where are we at here? The Letterboxd diary here. And so I was just about to talk about Cobweb, and I don't know. I didn't know that it was going to be like a movie about a little kid, because I didn't know anything about it going in. The actor was not the greatest. Whether that was his fault or whether that was the director not doing a great job, I don't know. But I was not a big fan of the kid's acting. Also, nothing drives me more nuts in a movie when you're watching and they're like asking the little kid what's going on, and the little kid's not telling him. He's just standing there looking at him, and it's like, speak, use your words, defend yourself, and he wouldn't. So it just drove me nuts. And then the other bullies and stuff, like the one kid's bullying the shit out of this little kid, and then finally he pushes back, the kid falls down, breaks his leg. A tough shit, suck it. Your kid was being a little dick for a while. So, you know, no, this kid shouldn't be punished for sticking up for himself eventually. So that it kind of frustrated me at times. It was okay. It looked great. It was shot well. But just some of the dialogue, some of the lack of reactions at times kind of bugged me. So I wasn't a big fan. I gave it a 2 out of 5, 4 out of 10. I don't think I'll ever watch it again. It wasn't the worst movie in the world, but yeah, it disappointed me. I had higher hopes for it. I've also watched recently Hell Comes to Frogtown, which everybody knows, Rowdy Piper. Then a movie my brother recommended me called Reptile. And where did I see this? Was this on? I think it was on. Maybe it was on Netflix. But Reptile. I don't get the name of the movie, but if you're looking for a fun action type movie, Reptile was a good one. Mystery action kind of movie. Check that out. Reptile, Reptile, like a lizard, reptile. So check that out. Then watched Fright Night recently. The Exorcist 3, of course, one of the greatest horror movies of all time. Jason X, Natty Knox, and Natty Knox, I rated like right down the middle. And on here, and let's see, like these are some of the simple things that I put on Letterboxd. I wrote, I really wish this was written better. It's shot well. The acting is fine. The cast is phenomenal. The dialogue is subpar. The story is full of holes. Still worth the watch. So I would check it out, but it's just, man, they're missing a lot. There's just a lot of issues with it. But Natty Knox, this is one that Fluffy mentioned to me. It's got Bill Moseley, Danielle Harris, Robert Englund, you know, and Robert Englund's not in it too much. You get a lot of Bill Moseley, good amount of Danielle Harris, but the cast was great. The cast was absolutely great. Just some holes in the story that bugged me a little bit. But all in all, worth the watch. Natty Knox. Has anybody else seen that? And then let's see here. That's Crazy Cartels, I'm pretty sure. No, Wicked Network. So around here, we get a lot of Asians I don't know what specific ethnicity, whether Chinese or what, I don't know. But a lot of Asians, and maybe like, Chinese mafia related or whatever, that have been having these grow houses and stuff. They got money, they buy these houses, they grow pot in them until they get busted. That's what they do. Reggie, what's up, Reggie? How you doing? Happy Halloween to you. Thanks for the movies. I'll add to my watch list. Very cool, yeah. Nathaniel, what's going on? Happy Halloween. So yeah, if there's new ones that I'm really gonna recommend, newer movies, Five Nights at Freddy, I would check it out. If you could watch it in the theater, you won't be mad, but if you watch it at home, you'll be fine too. Cobweb, to me, that's a pass. You could pass on that. But Five Nights at Freddy's, yes. And then Natty Knox, it's a newer movie. It's worth a watch, especially if you're a fan of Daniel Harris or Bill Moseley. It's definitely worth a watch, or Robert Englund. And that's it's a decent movie, newer one. And Reptile, yeah, definitely would check those out. Let's see here, other movies. Dead Silence, just watched recently, phenomenal movie, love Dead Silence. The Devil's Candy. So The Devil's Candy is a movie that Fat Samurai Guy and I are going to review on his channel soon. I think next Sunday maybe. But we're going to be reviewing The Devil's Candy. And also the other movie, forgive me the title, the name is beside me right now. Forgive me, Gale, but the other movie you sent me, Fat Samurai Guy and I are also going to review that on a live stream together soon. So there's that. And The Nun 2, not too long ago. I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was that bad. A lot of people are hating on it. I don't understand why, aside from the fact they like to hate. And then Talk to Me, which was okay. And Exorcist Believer, which was okay too. I don't understand a lot of the hate with that. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of movies lately. OGP, where's Wet Movie 1 at? So Wet Movie 1 did have to work today. My guess is at this point he's probably on a bus on the way home. That's my guess. But he had forgive me. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Wet Movie 1 has a situation with a family member. He's got a family member that's kind of sick, under the weather. I don't think it's anything life-threatening, nothing like that. But Wet Movie 1 has some business to tend to tonight. And did everybody see Wet Movie 1 went live last night? And I was going to mention to him to ask everybody, to let everybody know that I was going to go live tonight instead of last night. Because of being down with my daughter before she left to go off to boot camp. But he ended his live. He only did like an hour and then ended it. So I didn't get a chance to jump in to say, hang out tonight and talk Halloween and movies and stuff. But I think Wet Movie 1's probably on the way home from work right now. Blackbeard, what's up? Happy Halloween to you as well. And did you mention Dark Harvest? I haven't seen that one yet. Yes. So Dark Harvest. Let's see. I don't remember what I rated Dark Harvest on Letterboxd. Let's see. Well, you know what? I didn't put Dark Harvest on Letterboxd. I forgot to put that on here, didn't I? Yes, I did. I forgot to put it on here. But Dark Harvest is a movie that was a lot of fun. There's some moments in it that are very intense and gory and crazy and fun. There's some elements that I wasn't really thrilled about. The ending was a little wonky for me. Maybe everybody else will like the ending, but for me, I wasn't. I wish they would have ended it a little differently. But it is a fun movie. The pacing is great. It looks great. There's action and gore and violence and crazy violence that was very unexpected. So Dark Harvest, definitely recommend checking it out. Even if you got to pay $6 and you're like, watch it tonight. It's Halloween, perfect night to watch that movie. I would definitely check it out, Reggie. Definitely check it out. Pizza Face, what's up? Happy Halloween to you. That sad family member feels better. Yes, no, we're hoping that that family member gets better real soon. And if that's something, a situation or anything that Web Movie One wants to talk about, I will let him do that. But I'm definitely not. I'm protective. Most of you, 99% of you, I love, and I would have no problem sharing some of my personal things about. But there are a couple. There are some people out there that we got to be careful about, and so I'm not going to put out any family business of Web Movie One. So I'll let him do that if that's something that he's going to do. But I'm sure said family member, I'm sure they're going to be just fine. I'm sure they're going to be just fine. Double J, what up? Shout out to you, OGP. Happy Halloween. Just here enjoying some Menudo and about to marathon the Scream franchise. Decent. Good choice of movies. Very good choice of movies to marathon on Halloween. I don't know about the Menudo, though. I am not a fan. I've tried Menudo, and the texture of the meat is very tough for me to get past. The flavor and stuff, okay, I'm fine with, but the texture of Menudo is it is a I don't know if it's going to be like an acquired kind of thing you would enjoy or what, but not a big fan of Menudo. Definitely a big fan of Scream, but if you're enjoying Menudo, hey, I'm happy for you. That's awesome. And enjoy the Scream movies. That's very, very cool. Great way to spend Halloween right there. I love it. And that's I'm very curious. What is everybody doing? How are you all celebrating the Halloween evening? How are y'all doing it tonight? Predator is number one on my list. Very nice. Great movie right there. Great movie. Deadpool Fanatic, what up? Stuck at work. Bummer. That is lame. That is a very lame way to have to spend the Halloween evening. That is a very lame way. Sorry about that, Deadpool. Hopefully, maybe get to go home after work and kill some candy or something. Make up for a little bit and pop in a horror movie when you do get home. Bummer. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Boom. There it is. Look at the little kids. Is that a cow? I think that, or no, that's, oh, is that, he's he's a clown, right? He's from Terrifier, right? What's that clown's name? He's the clown from Terrifier I see right there, right? Black and white, all black and white clown. They got the dog. Why weren't they dealing with the dog? And then it looks like another clown over there. Very cool. I wish it wasn't getting so much glare. We could see him a little better. But very cool, man. This is great. And little kids. Oh, look at, there's a real little one out there. Awesome. Getting hooked up with some candy. Very nice. Yeah, the clown. What's the clown's name from Terrifier? I forget. Yeah, very cool. Nice. Love it. I'm gonna have to, next year I'm gonna have to do something better so we don't have the glare. And I just thought about this. I was like, about 20 minutes before going live, Art the Clown, thanks Reggie. About 20 minutes before going live, I was like, we need to put up the camera here and watch trick-or-treaters come by. So that's what, is that the third group of them now that come by, second or third? But very cool. It's getting dark outside now. It's getting dark, so we should be seeing more and more of them now. Very, very cool. Love it. Awesome. That's one of the best parts. My wife and I, we would sit outside and have a little bonfire, hand out candy, have the jack-o'-lanterns all lit up and everything. But not this year. We're doing a little different this year. Menudo, but not the one with Ricky Martin. Yeah. No, hey, you know what? Menudo, they're the ones, right, that did the song Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side, right? Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side. Way back in the 80s, that song, Pass the Dutchie. Great song. Love that song. Very nostalgic 80s throwback song right there. Yeah, Menudo, the food, I'm good. And I know it is a hugely popular food in the, like, I don't know if it's like just a Mexican food or if it's like, all Latin American type food or whatever. But I know it's a very popular entree there. I know it is. I thought Menudo was a band. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So I see. Yeah. No, Menudo is a band. It is a band. And here we go. I started laughing the second I saw this comment. I started laughing at this right here because it's vamp time. If you know, you know. Oh man. So Fat Samurai Guy and I watched a movie, which man, what was it? Slayers, right? Slayers, about people that are vampire killers, and what the end of the movie, our main guy is like gonna go like kill. I won't tell you how in case you want to go watch it, but he's gonna go kill the vampires, and he goes, "It's vamp time!" Like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? It's vamp time. But that is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. I love reviewing movies with that Fat Samurai guy. We had the best time laughing at terrible movies. But yes, Fall Rain. It is vamp time. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Has anyone seen Don't Be Afraid of the Dark? So, you know what I have? I have Don't Be Afraid of the Dark right here, but it's still factory sealed. I have not watched it yet, but I do have it right here. An old house, a mysterious locked room, a terrifying secret. Elements that make a horror movie memorably chilling. Get a taut, spooky reworking in Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Blah, blah, blah. And it goes on and on and on about it. But anyways, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. The original 1973 classic. And now, Thelma, is that the one you're talking about? Or are you talking about the remake? I think, do I have the remake as well? Yes, I do. Look at that. Whoops. Oops. I almost revealed. I have gifts. I have some things up there for Wet Movie 1 and Master Chaos. But here we go. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Guillermo del Toro's Don't Be Afraid of the Dark with Katie Holmes and Guy Pearce. So I've got both. I've got both of these movies, the original and the remake. So I wonder which one you're referring to, Thelma. Which I should watch the original one there very soon. I should really do that. Sean 420 is drinking a Coors Light. That is phenomenal. I do love Silver Bullets. It's a great selection of beers. It is your selection of beers is phenomenal. It's huge. Love your selection of Silver Bullets right there, Sean 420. Very, very cool. Have you heard from Matt and the rest of the crew? It's been a while since I heard from them. Yes, Wicked Network. So Matt has actually been trying to call me recently. Matt and Justin and I have a little group text where we chat with each other. But I have not been in or talked to been in Vegas or talked to Matt. It would be a bad thing if I was in Matt. Would never want that to happen. But I have not been in Vegas or talked to Matt recently. Been very busy, being sick, getting ready for Halloween, getting ready for my daughter to leave and stuff. So I haven't talked to many friends lately. Fluffy came up, because Fluffy's been, family friend since my kids were ever born. And so Fluffy came up. We played some Mario Party together. Of course, you know who won Mario Party. That's how I roll. But we played Mario Party and watched a movie together with Fluff and my daughter recently. So that was very cool. But I have not talked to Matt. He is on the list. I need to call him, but I just haven't got to him yet. Have you seen the movie Tourist Trap from 1979? I believe I have. That sounds very, very familiar. I want to say that I have. Let me take a look here. I'm gonna fire up the good old IMDb real quick. Hopefully it doesn't jack up the stream, because it tends to. Let's see. Tourist Trap. A group of young friends stranded at a secluded roadside museum are stalked by a masked assailant. Oh yes. No, you know what? I just recently watched that too, not too long ago. Yeah, where they're going along. They go to this like abandoned place because their car breaks down and they need help, and they go in. And this creepy guy's there, and he has this like museum thing, and they're looking out the window, and there's like another building, and he's like, "Don't go over there, just stay here. I'm gonna go help your boyfriend fix the car and stuff." Yes, good movie, a very fun movie. Nathaniel, that is a good one. Definitely, if you guys haven't seen Tourist Trap from 1979, I would definitely recommend checking that out. A good movie. Yes, Menudo is good, but miss eating tacos de tripas. Ooh, I'll pass on that. I will definitely pass on that. Wow, is it really 10-0? That's awesome, man. I'm really pulling for Texas to win this World Series. That's very cool. I don't hate Arizona. I'm not a fan of Arizona. I don't hate them like I hate the Dodgers. But man, to see Texas win would be very cool. Would be very cool. That's cool. Thanks. You are welcome. Your thoughts on the passing of Matthew Perry? That's very sad. Matthew Perry. So my wife, her all-time favorite show is Friends. She's got Friends T-shirts, like posters, like all kinds of things from Friends. We have like every release, every episode they've ever made on DVD. You know, in different collections too, like Christmas show collections or whatever. So I've seen probably every episode of Friends because my wife is such a big fan. It's funny. I mean, I would laugh. I would have a good time watching the show. It's not something I would seek out, but that show was so iconic and so legendary that he was in, man, I mean, how many millions and millions of households around the country did Matthew Perry's face appear in? And it's crazy. Some of the things that he said in the show that people are pulling up these little clips where you see Chandler saying, well, I guess I'm gonna die first. Wow, creepy, right? Very creepy. And there's another one where Joey is talking to Chandler, and Joey is like, well, the only thing I'm gonna miss is you. You know, Chandler's talking about leaving and stuff. Just crazy stuff. But man, so young. He battled addiction for a long time, beat up his body so much. My gut says that you know, he just probably had a heart attack, because that's kind of the rumor now, that maybe he had a heart attack and then his body, after he passed away, kind of submerged under the water. Maybe he didn't really drown. Maybe he had a heart attack and passed out. They said they didn't find any drugs on the property. We're waiting for the toxicology reports to come back from the autopsy still, though, so we don't really know yet. But you know, he wrote a book and talked a lot about his battle with addiction and stuff. And I've heard nothing but good things about that and how he's helped other people battle addiction, you know, from sharing his story. So, yeah, very sad news of passing of Matthew Perry. Like 54 years old or something, I think they said. It's way too young. It sucks so bad. It really does. Let's see here. John Jones, you live in Beaumont. Why don't you tell me so I can come through and put you in one of those saw traps? Well, John Jones, I have no desire to be put in a saw trap. I enjoy watching the Saw movies, but I don't want to be put in one of those saw traps. Nor would I want John Jones, the UFC MMA fighter, to come put me in any type of you know, like martial arts trap or anything like that either. But I live in the general Beaumont area, but not looking forward to be put in a saw trap. Thank you very much. I'll pass on that, John. Thank you very much. What the hell? That's crazy, Reggie. Thanks for the score updates. I know, right? 10-0. Very crazy. Very crazy. But hey, go Rangers, man. They've never won a World Series, so it'll be great to see them win one. Yes. I haven't seen any of Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, so that's cool. I'll watch both. Going to buy the Saw franchise. I haven't seen those either. Oh, Thelma. Saw franchise is phenomenal. I have the box set over here. I need to get Saw X. I will, you know, at some point in the future. Obviously, going to wait for like a 4K release box set, something like that. I haven't looked into when or where or how yet. But definitely a great franchise. I've enjoyed all the Saw movies, all of them. They're tough to watch if you are faint of heart. Somebody's at the front door. I didn't see anybody. Did you see anybody come by? I didn't see anybody go by. Did we got a ghost, or was it real little? That was definitely the doorbell being rang. Maybe my wife stuck her head out and pressed the button or something. But did not see anybody. Maybe Casper the friendly ghost rang the doorbell to get some candy. Did not see anybody though. That's crazy. Watch there for a second. Let's make it. Let's make it. Can I make? How do I make that bigger? I heard the door close. The door opened and the door closed. Maybe they were testing the doorbell to see if they could hear it. I just take myself off for a Yeah, but you can't hear me talk if that's there. Huh. Yeah, I wish I could get rid of some of the glare. I'll definitely, for next year on Halloween, if I do a live stream on Halloween next year, I'll definitely figure out something better, get rid of the glare so we can see them a little bit better. But still kind of cool seeing the trick-or-treaters come up. It's Halloween. A lot of fun checking them out there. Oh.
Someone was detected at your front door.
What's going on over here? How are we not seeing this? Maybe the cat? Maybe they just let the cat in? I got a cat, and the cat definitely sets off the motion sensor. You can kind of see my reflection over there a little bit. How about them apples? Interesting. Interesting. Hey, OGP, Pass the Dutchie is, oh, that's right, Musical Youth. Musical Youth, that's right. That's right. It's not by Menudo. That's right. Yep. I think Menudo was like, weren't they? They were a kid band, right? It was another kid band that, Ricky Martin was in as a kid, right? I seem to remember that. But that's right. You are correct in correcting me that it was not Menudo that sung Pass the Dutchie. But that was a great song. Love that song. I love that song. Let's see here. Oh, no, for sure. I know I was Menudo doesn't sing that song. Yeah, no, if I'm wrong, correct me. And here's one thing. I will always admit this. I'm never going to sit here and say I'm an expert. I'm a fan. I'm not an expert. I love hanging out and talking about things with you all. And I learn more from you all than you will ever learn from me. I know I appreciate the correction. If I'm wrong, definitely, please fill me in. Throw me the bone there. Help me out. Let's see. Thank you for being a great friend. I hope you like it. I have the same copy. I have to go now. It's 9:30 here. I need to help the wife hand out candy. Well, yes, Gale, thank you so much. I will get that review up for you tomorrow. My thoughts on it. And I'm so looking forward to this. Again, anybody who jumped in a little bit later, Gale sent this. The Devonsville Terror. I will be checking this out tonight. Movie about burning some witches. Very, very cool. Perfect movie to be watching on Halloween. So I'm going to check that out tonight. Very cool. Very excited to check that out. I've seen the movie Caligula from 1979. Caligula. Man, have I seen Caligula? I know the name. And drawing a blank. That's Caligula. Is that vampire movie? Right? Am I thinking of the right thing here? Let's see. Oh, with Malcolm McDowell. Yes. Yeah. Dramatization of the ascent to Caesar and subsequent reign of Caligula, one of the most notorious leaders of ancient Rome. So that's right. It's like Caligula, like the Roman movie. That's right. And we had this conversation a while back, not too long ago. Somebody was asking if I'd seen Caligula. But you know what? I don't know that I have. After reading it again, I don't know that I have seen that. And what am I don't know what I'm confusing as a vampire movie, but no, I don't think I've seen Caligula yet, but I need to. Peter O'Toole, Helen Mirren, Malcolm McDowell, what a phenomenal cast. So I got to check that out. Saw is good. Saw is a very good franchise. I love the Saw franchise. Absolutely phenomenal franchise. So this is kind of interesting now. So we're at 6:30. We should be really starting to hit the peak. Maybe the absolute peak of the trick-or-treaters will be around like 7 o'clock or something. But I would think we'd be seeing some more trick-or-treaters at the door here. And I haven't seen them. I have not seen them yet. Very interesting. It's almost like really dark outside now, but not fully dark yet. There's like a little bit of light in the sky, but it's definitely trick-or-treating time. What's going on? Where are they? Yeah, maybe I should just take the laptop. Too bad my internet wouldn't work. I'd take the laptop and go like outside and walk around. That would be kind of cool. But no trick-or-treaters yet. No trick-or-treaters right now. We've had 2 or 3 sets come by. But not the crowd. I haven't seen the crowd yet. Kind of expected it by now to be going, but that's okay. Let's recap a couple things. If you haven't seen Five Nights at Freddy's, it's worth the watch, I think. Dark Harvest, definitely worth the watch. Both of those, go ahead and watch them at home. If you want to go to the theater, if you love going to the theaters, go check Five Nights at Freddy's out at theaters. You won't be mad. I don't think you'll be mad. When Evil Lurks was on tap, so maybe I'm doing a double feature after this. Maybe I'm going to be watching the Devonsville Terror and When Evil Lurks tonight, checking both those out. When Evil Lurks came out, was released on the 27th, and I just haven't had a chance to check it out since it came out yet. But those are going on right there. Nothing really in the theaters. Nothing much big coming up in the theaters till the 17th of November. I believe it was the 17th when we get the Thanksgiving movie, which looking forward to that. Really, really looking forward to that. Yeah, Friday the 17th. Not the 13th, not Friday the 13th, but Friday the 17th. Let's look at that a little bit. So, directed by Eli Roth, and so that's what is kind of cool. And so I think the history. I think Eli Roth made like a trailer or something for this movie a while back, and never got done till recently. But it says after a Black Friday riot ends in tragedy, a mysterious Thanksgiving-inspired killer terrorizes Plymouth, Massachusetts, the birthplace of the infamous holiday. So yeah, and Plymouth, man, I love Plymouth, Massachusetts. There's a little candy store right there at Plymouth Rock that has really cheap candy. Every time we're in Plymouth, we take the kids, and just for a few bucks, they can load up on candy. But Plymouth is a great community, a very cool, historic, old school looking, kind of old school vibe community right there. So very much looking forward to that. But look at this. And this is what's kind of cool about this movie, beyond the fact that Eli Roth is doing it. So we know Eli Roth is doing it. We should expect big things. But starring Gina Gershon, Patrick Dempsey, and what were some of the other names that I recognize here? I guess that was really it. I thought there was others in there. Maybe I just recognize their faces in the trailer for it and stuff. But see, Rick Hoffman, who is in Suits, Billions, Ballers, he's in it. But Gina Gershon and Patrick Dempsey, like, that's enough right there. That's kind of crazy. McDreamy, right? For those of us that had to watch Grey's Anatomy because our wives watched it. McDreamy, right? He's going to be in that. So it looks good. It looks like it's going to be fun. Oh, I think somebody went out the door. What's going on? Oh, they don't know, but we're spying on them. Oh, it's my daughter and her friend. Friend's going home. We'll let them do their chit chatting. But looks like the friend is heading home, or friend and my daughter are heading home. OGB, do you own a Clockwork Orange? Let's see. I can't remember, and that's why I keep them all in alphabetical order. Clinic, Cloverfield, Clerks. No, you know what? Looks like I do not own a physical copy of Clockwork Orange. Kind of surprising, huh? Kind of surprising. Stanley Kubrick, absolutely love Stanley Kubrick, and I need to get Malcolm McDowell to sign a Clockwork Orange autograph for me at Days of the Dead next March. So Days of the Dead, Vegas, March. Malcolm McDowell's supposed to be there, so I'm looking forward to try and get an autograph on that. I want to get Malcolm McDowell on that, and then I'm probably going to get Malcolm McDowell on something I got Rob Zombie-ish over here. Really excited for Thanksgiving horror film by Eli Roth. Yeah, it looks great. It looks really, really good. I can't wait for it. Exorcist Believer was not good. Yeah, you know what? I know a lot of people were very, very mad at that movie, but look at it like this. Let's just look at, your Ring doorbell rang a couple times, but no one was there. Spooky. DP, no way. Because like I had, before my daughter and a friend left, the doorbell rang, but nobody was there. So craziness. Mine was ringing. Now yours is ringing. What's going on? We got ghosts out here ringing our Ring doorbells. Maybe Amazon is playing tricks on us. Maybe Amazon has infiltrated all of our Ring doorbells, and they're playing tricks on us for Halloween. Interesting. You creep, some real rear window shit. What? What? Some real rear window. What? I'm not following you. I'm not following you there, TC. Let's see what we're talking about. But Exorcist Believer. So if you were to watch Exorcist Believer and the other Exorcist movies never existed, if it was a standalone movie, if it was titled something else and we just watched it, and if it didn't have the connections to the original Exorcist movie, if they were just different names, if the characters, we weren't talking about Reagan's mom or whatever, I think a lot of people would have liked it a lot better. I think it wasn't a bad movie if it was looked at as a standalone. kind of like Doctor Sleep. I do not like Doctor Sleep at all as a sequel to The Shining. As a standalone movie, I thought Doctor Sleep was fine, was good, was a good movie. So I wonder if you could just take a step back and look at The Exorcist Believer as a standalone. How would you feel about it that way? What would you think? Michael McNally, what's up? Still hanging out with us. He made a fake trailer for Grindhouse Planet Terror. That's right. And Death Proof, the Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino thing that happened back in the day. It was about this movie coming out. That's right. That's right. I knew there was something that was like done back in the day about it. That's right. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate that. OGP, what is your favorite Children of the Corn movie? None. You know what? So, I don't know. Honestly, I can't tell you if I've ever seen any of the sequels, just because I hadn't seen the original since the 80s, and then, or maybe early 90s or something. And then, not too long ago, I watched the original again, and I was thinking, binging the franchise. I like to, franchises that I haven't seen in forever or whatever. I like to binge the whole franchise. I watched the first one, and it was so slow. So it just didn't age well. Back in the 80s, it was a great movie. A lot of movies from the 80s that were so good have not aged well. Just because the way we look at tension and drama and suspense, they're done differently now than they were back then. And some movies just didn't work. Just don't carry over. Like Creepshow. Creepshow is so slow. It's just so slow. But I definitely like Creepshow a lot better than Children of the Corn. But Children of the Corn is not a franchise I care for, unfortunately. It's just not. I had an autograph from what's his name, the kid that was the leader of it, the red hair kid, who's still acting in some B movies and stuff. But I sold that autograph just because I'm not a big fan of the franchise. Drove around my neighborhood around 7 p.m. There were only 5 groups of kids trick-or-treating. Kind of sad. That is sad. DP, that is very sad. And I'm hoping that we get some more. It's only 6:39 here now, so we have time. We have some time, but we'll see how it goes. But hopefully we get some more. We're starting to get a little more better visibility out the window there. Maybe I think I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll try and adjust that a little bit more. Let me hang on just a second. I'm gonna go try and adjust so I can maybe get a little bit better angle. Let's see here. Try and get some of the glare out of there a little bit. Yeah, there we go. We do it like that a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So now we should have a little bit better view of the kids when they're at the door here. A little bit less of the glare, so hopefully we get to see them a little bit. But you know what? We'll let the next group of kids come up, and because the little short kids are only going to be as high as that little rail, the guardrail thing that we got there. Let's see. Saw plenty of trick-or-treaters in my area. It was cool. Nice, Eric. Very cool. Linda Hamilton was also in the very first Children of the Corn movie. Oh, yeah. It did not age well for me. It just really didn't. And I wish I liked it better, but I just don't. There's some franchises that I'm not a big fan of. Another franchise that I'm like, I really, really want to like, and I was like, I'm going to binge watch this. And I got through the first one. And I watched it, I don't know, months ago, maybe more, maybe like a year ago or something. It's been a while. Look at this, man. I'm such an addict. I just got all these things hanging around here. But this right here, The Omen. I want to like this franchise so much better. I really, really, really want to like this so much more than I do. I just can't get into it. I just can't. So what am I missing out? What do y'all think about the Omen franchise here? Is this something that I really need to just suck it up and watch them all? What do you think? Is this or is it a pass? What do you think? What are your thoughts on the Omen? I tried to watch it. Ooh, I just gave myself a healthy paper cut right there. That sucks. kind of a sharp edge box, not bleeding. Kind of got like on the fatty part of my finger right there. So we're not bleeding, but like that. Oh, I felt a slice. That's the worst when you feel the slice of a paper cut. That's lame. That's really lame. Screw you, Omen movie. Man, how rude. Not cool. Let's see. Saw X was very enjoyable. That one I liked. Yeah, Saw X was phenomenal. It really was. It was great. Do you watch Cobra Kai on Netflix? I don't. And I hate to say this. I hate to admit this. So the first Karate Kid movie, good. The sequels, I don't care about. The Karate Kid movie with who was it? Was it with Will Smith's kid or whoever was the kid in it? I thought that was okay. I took the kids to see that in the theaters when it came out a few years ago. But not the biggest Karate Kid fan. And I'm into horror movies and sci-fi movies. You know, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people have told me that was a great show. Even my brother. But my brother's also trying to convince me to watch Billions, and I can't get into it. So yeah, I don't foresee myself watching Cobra Kai. I know a lot of people love it. Just not nothing that I've gotten into. I'm more into like horror movies. I want to see people getting whacked and killed, not just beat up. And maybe that's a psychopath in me, but hey, it's what it is what it is. What are you gonna do? 8:40 here in Laredo, and this year is looking like last year. No trick-or-treaters at all. Bummer. That's a bummer. Yeah, we've only had a couple. We need some more here. I've got a big old bowl of candy, and with my daughter going off to boot camp, that only leaves 4 of us in the house. So like, that means OGP is going to eat a lot of candy, and OGP does not need to eat a lot of candy. I don't like Children of the Corn either. So obnoxious to me. I don't get into Omen. Don't know why. You bleeding for Omen. I know. I'm totally. The Omen made me bleed my own blood. It made me bleed my own blood. How rude is that, Omen? Let's see. Do you have any local ghost legends around where you live? Ooh, you know what, DB? That's a phenomenal question. I love that. And I would love to hear if you do. So there is a very interesting story about a place near here, and I actually made a short film that's going to be in a movie about this before too long. So there's a place near here called Massacre Canyon. This valley that I live in, or near, back I think as recent as the 1800s, there was 2 tribes of Native Americans living in the valley.
Someone is at the front door.
What is going on? Did anybody see anybody walk by there? I don't see anybody there, but it's saying somebody's at the front door again. And I don't see, and I didn't see anybody there. Oh. My wife is over it. She just put the bowl of candy outside. Just let them come take it. Just take it. That's hilarious. Just put it out there. Bowl of candy's outside. Come take it. Help yourselves. But so there's Massacre Canyon. Massacre Canyon is a canyon that 2 rival Native American tribes had a battle, and one tribe, and I don't know if it included the women and children or whatever, but their warriors were completely wiped out. They were slaughtered. They were killed, and they were massacred in this canyon. And supposedly that canyon is, haunted and stuff. And there's like, when it rains, there'll be like a waterfall and stuff. And people like to go hiking and stuff up there. I've never been up there, but that is very close. And there's an old house here, because this valley goes way, way, way back as far as the settlement. I live very close to a casino that is, Native American casino, because we're not in like Nevada. But yeah, just there's some stuff like that going on out here. There really is, but nothing like in my neighborhood. HEB Feast of Sharing will be going on starting next week for the next couple of weeks here in Texas. For those of you that want to visit Texas, live in Texas. So what Feast of Sharing at HEB? What's that? What's that all about? I've never heard of that. OGP, I like your my blasphemous necklace here. Yeah, at the pentagram with the goat on it right there. Yeah, I got this. You can get lots of cool stuff like this at off of Temu, off of Temu for dirt cheap. These are like, I don't know, like $2 or $3 for the necklace. They're very cool, and they're metal. I don't know if you can hear that or not. It's not like cheap plastic or anything, and they don't turn my neck green. So they're pretty cool. They can get them cheap. I got a whole bunch of them back here, a bunch of different ones. But I just went with this one. I thought it was kind of appropriate for Halloween. Let's see here. HEB Feast of Sharing. I'll be happy. Are on the HEB webpage. Enjoy a Thanksgiving meal and live music. Oh, nice. Very cool. Very cool. Very good stuff. Yeah, HEB, man. I wish that we had those out this way, but we don't. I think. Oh, no. That's just where it is. I was wondering, did the camera move? But no, I don't think so. I think it's just there. Have you seen Green Inferno movie, Eli Roth? Damn, that was gory. Yes, Green Inferno. A little slow at the beginning, take some time, but you stay patient, and wow, does it pay off at the end. Green Inferno is nuts. Green Inferno is maybe what Cannibal Holocaust wanted to be. Now, of course, Cannibal Holocaust made like 30 whatever years before Green Inferno. They didn't have the effects or whatever, but Cannibal Holocaust still freaking nuts too. But Green Inferno, man, yes, that was nuts, man. Felt bad for some of those people with what they were going through. But definitely, if you're a horror movie fan and you like to see some crazy stuff, Green Inferno is a good one. Very, very good movie. And it's funny, when Green Inferno, it was released in Europe before it was released over here. And I remember Cool Duder was trying to get a copy of it. He's the one I first heard about it from. And Cool Duder was like asking, we were trying to like find like bootleg copies of it or whatever. But I remember first hearing about that from Cool Duder back in the day. He was looking for a copy of it before it was even announced over here. I think Amazon playing tricks on people. They really are, right? They really are. Yeah, man, no trick-or-treaters, man. We need some more. What's going on? A little bit of a bummer. I'm going to check in. I'm going to look at the score of the game here now. Let's see. 10-1 in the middle of the fifth. I think I'm going out on a limb here, but I think the Rangers are going to win this one. And then I think the Rangers are going to win the World Series. It's not over till it's over. It is not over till it's over. But let's see here. What do we got going on? Looks like Trevor Siemian hit a home run. Corey Seager hit a home run. Very cool. And hey, you know what? Texas got some bad news today, losing two key players to injuries. But it looks like they're doing okay. They are doing okay. So very, very cool. Double J, I know it's Halloween, but does anyone have any recommendations for good Thanksgiving Christmas movies? Need to beef up my Thanksgiving and Christmas movies collection. Yeah, you know what? Let me see if I still have a list here. I had, no, it's 50 movies watched last year. I had a list of movies, of Christmas movies, like Christmas horror movies. But you know what? We're kind of at a lull right here. Why don't let's Google it, and I can tell you what I've seen, and what I might recommend or what I might pass on. Oh, I'm hearing kids. Oh, they just grabbed the candy and went. We're missing them. They're over there. Hang on. Yeah, we missed them. They grabbed candy and left, but they said thank you and stuff. Oh, now somebody's leaving. I think maybe that's my daughter leaving. So yeah, maybe I think I'm gonna go because I think my wife is probably sitting down in the back of the house watching the dogs and stuff. But maybe I'll go get the bowl, and that way when they ring the bell, I can go hand them the candy. I don't mind doing that tonight. That's kind of part of the deal. We might have to hand out candy. But Christmas horror movies, because we're moving on to the next season here very soon. So there's some great ones out there. But let me deal with this candy situation. Hang on. Yeah, I know you put out there, so you have to deal with it.
Someone is detected at your front door.
Yeah, I don't know. Did they come up and get candy? And look at that, the good citizens, because they haven't robbed it. And we got one of those collections. Nobody's taking the Tootsie Rolls, but you got like the candy necklaces, the little different colored Tootsie Rolls, like some ring pop kind of things here. Lots of good stuff. And I might have to eat one since I'm right here, but there was tons of kids. Oh, here they come. Hang on, I gotta go hand out candy. Hang on. Oh. Hello. Happy Halloween. Oh, yeah, here you go. That's okay. We haven't had many trick-or-treaters. You're gonna get rid of this next time, right? There you go. You don't have it. Wow. Oh, no. My pleasure. Want some? Oh, you got some? Okay. Yeah. Oh, no. Happy Halloween. Have a good night. So I told the kid, I was like, here, just dig on in. And yeah, he's like going to town. He's like, okay, maybe one more. But anyways, yeah, that's what Halloween is all about there. Handing out candy for kids. Love it. I love it. But anyways, look at that. Having one of these. I'm gonna close this for now. They're like fruit chews made by Tootsie Roll. There's a vanilla one. It was absolutely amazing. Well, I lost. You guys didn't like me walking away? I lost 5 viewers in the last couple minutes. Sorry about that. But Black Christmas is a great movie. If you're looking for a Christmas recommendation, Black Christmas, Bloody Christmas is phenomenal. Maybe I shouldn't have eaten this because this is going to take a second. It was kind of rude of me. Pardon me. Tucker and Dale versus Evil is hilarious. That movie is very good. Dutch with Ed O'Neill was a great Thanksgiving movie. There you go. Black Christmas for sure, 100%. Let me pull up this. I Googled this list. Let's go through so you can see what I'm looking at here. Not that. That. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I can make it smaller so you can see them bigger. There you go. Violent Night was okay. A Christmas Horror Story is not bad. The Mean One, I've never seen that. I've never seen the Mean One. The Black Christmas or Black Xmas, like the remake there, not a big fan. Oh, we got more kids. Hang on. I'll be right back. Come here. Yeah, they're starting to come around now. The kids are starting to come around. There's a bunch of them. I might just have to go leave the bowl out there because the kids are really starting to come around now. There's a bunch of kids out there, which is cool. This is cool. That's cool. I like that. Let's see here if we can pull up some more. Of course, Krampus. Why can't we see them all? Of course, Krampus. Krampus is great. Red Snow. I don't think I've seen Red Snow. This Silent Night movie. This one is phenomenal. Silent Night. If you haven't seen that, that's a great one to add. But of course, yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. Of course, that. And I guess, man, I got to make this. Why is Google not letting me scroll? Unless I make this big. Anna and the Apocalypse. It's like a zombie kind of movie. Takes place around Christmas. But Anna and the Apocalypse is a phenomenal movie. Absolutely love Anna and the Apocalypse. Let's see here. Black Friday. Jack Frost. Here you go. Rare Exports. If you have not seen Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale, that is a good one. Highly recommend Rare Exports. That is a very good movie. Very, very good Christmas horror movie. But Day of the Beast, I don't know that I consider this like a Christmas horror movie, but Day of the Beast, phenomenal movie. Really good movie. But we'll have to do a show. We'll have to do a show about Christmas horror movie list to watch. And this one here, The Lodge, I just actually watched this. When did I watch that? 2 days ago or something? I don't think I've even put on my letterbox yet. But The Lodge, it's about these kids. They lose their mom, and they're with the dad and the dad's crazy girlfriend, and they go to this lodge, this cabin. It should have been called The Cabin in the Woods, but you can't. Or just The Cabin, but you can't. It's already done. So they call it The Lodge. But they're at this cabin, and with this crazy mother-in-law figure, and it's about what's going on out there. I kind of felt like they wanted The Lodge to be like The Shining a little bit, but it wasn't really that. It wasn't really that good. But The Lodge, it was okay. It was okay if you're looking for something, but it does revolve around Christmas. Not heavy Christmas though. Not really heavy Christmas. Let's see. A lot of goofy ones there. Dead End. Dead End is definitely a Christmas movie. This family going to visit other family for Christmas. And we got more kids coming. I kind of hear them. Sounds like I hear them. But they keep driving on this road, and they can't ever get there. And it's about their struggles and what happens. But Dead End, that was a fun movie. But and of course, Silent Night, Deadly Night. Silent Night, Deadly Night, and the sequels. Yeah, check those out. Those are good. There's tons. But you know what? Yeah, there's too much to go over with those. I'm going to have to do a stream where we talk about Christmas horror movies. And I think I might have done that last year. I think I might have. But we'll definitely do it again. We'll definitely do another one of those. But tons and tons of great Christmas movies. So, but yeah, here we go. Now we had a bunch of kids come up all of a sudden, and then now kind of quiet again. But I'm sure there'll be more coming up here any minute now. But anyways, this has been fun, everybody. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, and maybe I'll hang out outside and hand out some of the candy as the passersby get here, and have a little fun with them, enjoying the kids and trick-or-treating and the costumes and everything. So I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up. We've been going for 2 hours now, but have a good one, everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying your Halloween. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. It's been a blast. Again, a little down in the dumps mentally because of my daughter going to boot camp. I'm not going to see her for 10 weeks now. So that was kind of tough. So hanging out with you all, having a little fun tonight definitely helped. It definitely did. So thanks for hanging out and having some fun. Let's see. Sent you some on Instagram. Hope it went through. Let's see here. Let me take a look. We got more kids. I just heard a dog bark. Where do I have Instagram? Let me pull up Instagram right here real quick. There. Oh, I see the videos about the HEB. Very cool. Yeah, I'll definitely check those out. I will definitely check those out. I do see them, Double J. I do. So let's see here. Yep. Thanks for the stream. Happy Halloween. Yes, happy Halloween to you. Happy Halloween to you as well. Everybody, thank you very much for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun tonight. Been a lot of fun. And I'm glad we got at least see a few trick-or-treaters out there. Yep. But everybody have a good one. Happy Halloween. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Watch some horror movies. Look for a review. I will put up a review. I promise tomorrow night I will have a review up of the Devonsville Terror. Can't wait to check this out, courtesy of my main man, Gale. Very, very cool. Take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. See y'all very, very soon. Happy Halloween.